Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and in today's episode we'll start to work on some of the fluid items we need so we can start to craft the last really important thing for them all, and that is the inserters. As soon as we have that up and running, everything will be a lot better, and we can pretty much dismantle our entire old main bus. So before we start this episode, I'll just show you the one thing I changed in between episodes, and that is just down here. I changed all of these to 2K instead, and the reason for this is that before we had it at 1K, and it wouldn't request anything until all of the items were out of this one. And that would mean there was a few delays where things weren't producing since they're requesting new items. So this should alleviate that, and we'll just keep getting the items we need at a somewhat steady pace. But on to today's episode. I wanted to just kind of hook it up over here close to all the other fluids. I think that will be the best solution, and I think I'll do it in this quadrant right here. We have all the fluids just north of here. So if I do the inputs right here, or maybe over here, so you can go grab the fluids, go around, go down, and then in on this side, and then we can do all the processing right here. So let's just put down a trusty little blueprint here, and let's clear out all the trees, since they are a bit in the way. So there we are. That will clear out that for us, and the rest should just be built. So let's see here. We want fluid inputs over here, and since the first thing I want to make is our lubricant, we pretty much just need heavy oil in, and then do an out, maybe up here with lubricant, and then transport that into our mall. That is kind of the plan. So let's see here. We should do a fluid input. Let's see, we did it right here. Fluid in. I know it's a bit faster to just do it directly into the tanks, but I think this is fast enough for what we needed. At least for now, or else we will change it in the future. But for now, it's working good enough. So fluid in here. Let's go up here and put down our little stations as well. There we are, and do a fluid out. Pretty much just transporting what's called lubricant out of the area. Let's just move this a bit. And then the rest should just be built. It seems we're missing nothing. So that is what I like to see. So this one is off, luckily. I would like for you to request heavy oil. That should be all we need for the lubricant. So let's see here, fluids. There we are. I'd like for you to request -100 at a minimum of 50 at a time, because that's exactly what we can have in these tanks. So let's just activate this and see it hopefully turn yellow right away. It did, so that means we just dispatched one train from here, going up here and picking up some heavy oil. So now we have the heavy oil in. So let's do a setup for, what's it called? The processing of it. So probably do it this way over. What I'm thinking is doing it out in the middle. Sort of do it like this. I'm not quite sure how much it can handle, but it shouldn't be more than this we need to do. Then pipes in the middle. We will need pipes on the outside. We can just do it like this. I think that is fine. And then add some power poles. So I think this is pretty much all we need for a setup. Just like that. And that should be expandable downwards without any issues. And it seems we can hook it up over here. So right there. So that is pretty much already all lubricant. We just need to hook it up. Let's do like this, just to make it look a bit pretty, or prettier maybe. And then we'll just hook it up. Oh, so close. Let's move it one to the right so we can actually reach it. So it should be right here. I think that was correct. That, yeah, right there, and do the same over here. So that should be us producing lubricant. Now we just kind of need to hook it up to up here. And I'm not quite sure if we need, or how many these pipes can support. But what if we just do this? And do an entire line down to here. And I have no idea if it can support this much, but we'll try right now. Let's go up 2, so we can do this on both sides. No, 1 is fine. That's the smooth view from here up to here and have a ton of lubricant. You can go over this way to right here and in. So now we got lubricant flowing in for days. That is being provided to the network. And yeah, that is all we need. Wonder if all these can work. Most definitely they can. So yeah, now this will just work. And we have lubricant in our network. And that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So that was nice. Very, very nice. So the next thing we should look at, now that we have the lubricant for our engines, and the rest we are also making around the base, is getting the lubricant into our mall and starting to make the engines there. The way I have planned it is doing the same setup here, just with the requested chest for the other items. So I'm thinking of taking in the lubricant right here. Taking lubricant in, doing a little setup like, where is it at? Could probably just do one of these. So I'm thinking of doing something like this. If I turn this around like right here, and then take the lubricant up in the middle. Yeah, let's try it there, and then we can turn it around and do the same there. Might be a bit overkill for now, but just to show you what my plan is, with fluids running. Oh, luckily we have the Control C going up this way. And then we can just supply lubricants into this little setup. So let's request the lubricant. Let's see here, go train, you're fine. Fluid in, right there. Hook them up and jump you into right here. So let's see, if we do what I want to do here is pretty much these ones. Just like that, and request, we should have all the items here. We're missing the steel gears, it seems. So let's just add that. But as soon as the fluid goes in, oh, we need to remember to request the fluid. That's right, it's quite nice we have it turned off. And thank you, I can't remember who told me, but that was an extremely good solution. 100k, activate, and then as soon as we have more than 50k up here, we will start to request, and we only have 24 right now. So now we just kind of need to do that, and we might want to upgrade this one to a better one, just to get them in a bit faster. So now we have the motors. We just kind of need to request the steel gears up here. Let's see, we're definitely not doing it. So let's see right here. I'd like for you to get me 2000 steel gears. Negative 2000. That'll be requested as soon as nothing else is needing it. So yeah, there we are. That was quite good. So the next thing I want to set up this episode is our logic controller. Luckily, that should be just as easy. Pretty much doing 2 inputs. And since we're making them right here, we should probably just make it over here. So they'll come out, go over this way and go down. So maybe input them here, and I want 2 inputs since we're going in with copper wire. And the other one because copper wire is a 3-step process. So I don't wanna, I'll just transport in the wire. So in here, and then we can do it out down here. Or in with out up here. Yeah, let's do something like that. And this should just sort itself out in just a little while. So I'm quite happy that we're this close to dismantling the entire main bus, since the inserter is kind of the last thing we need. So let's just park here and let's place down you, please. And then we'll do double in, or 2 in and 1 out. So right there, and there we are. I would then take 2 trains in, please. Train and train. And the reason why I'm taking 2 is that I could take what's it called both on the same one, like we're doing with the mall, but that will require me to split them up after they come in, and I don't have a good setup for that yet. So I'll keep doing it like this. And look at that, we're starting to miss inserters, but we should have the last thing set up now for them to work. And all they're missing up here is what's called the engine, the engines, and then we should start producing it. And yeah, fluids will be going in very, very soon. So now we have these 2 built. This one, I would like for you to get in copper cable. Let's just get 10,000. Oh, that's not enough for it to request. 20,000 then. That should be enough cable for now. Should turn yellow. It did. And then down here, we'll want the other part even. And that is, if you see in here, is just the electronic circuits. So let's turn you off for a second. Electronic circuits, give you 20,000 of those, and then activate it. And this should turn yellow quite soon as well. If we have any what's called trains, there we go, standing by. So now we have all the things flowing in, and we want an output up here. So let's set up. I think we can do the same setup as this one, just with 2 other inputs. So what if we just grab this one? Can we grab all of it? Can we just do this? What if I do this and just turn you like that? Fits perfectly. We'll just have to change what goes in, but other than that, it should be fine. So let's try to do that. Can't see any issues by doing this. What could go wrong? Nothing. And these are fine. These will just have to be split out as soon as the things flow in. And the rest is just being crafted. So here's the wire. And it doesn't matter if oh yeah, we have to change these to that one. Let's just grab this line. Copy paste this one over here. Here and there. So it seems like this will work perfectly. And we're just missing the last one. And that is just connecting these up, doing a little, what's it called, balancer, as always. Could actually add that to the blueprint somehow, but I think this will be fine. So, and you'll go up this way. Just like that, and here we go. So now we just need to hook this up. This one needs to go over here. Could actually do it the same height. That would look a bit better. Whoops. Do it at the same height instead, just to make it look a bit prettier. So right there. That's somewhat pretty. And then we'll do this the other way. So instead of here, we'd like to turn you around and go this way. And you can just go up that way. So now I think all I need to do is just hook up these things and everything should be very good. Power. There we are. That's all of our inserters, and our power is running quite short. So now this should be working. What is this one called? Something to... oh. Same name, so let's just change that. That's not a good thing. So this will... what is it called? Logic controller out. Dash out number 1. So now this should change back to our green color and we'll be able to provide into the network. I don't know if I should limit how much it holds. I think it might be a good idea just doing it like this because the other thing is a bit overkill. Let's just do this for now. Oh, running on the tracks, that's never a good thing. So that should limit all of those just to be a bit less than we have at the other ones. So now we have all the things we need. We'll just have to do a small balancer right here and take in 4 is a bit too much, but how do we take 4 in? Ah, yeah, no. Let's just do this for now. I think this will work fine. So you'll go out and go in that way. You'll go to here. You'll go out this way and you'll jump. See if you'll jump right there. And there we are. Whoops. So that is all our wire. And down here, that is our circuits. And circuits will go in these two. So 2 going over this way, and the other ones I want to split in. So 1 goes in here. So I might actually want to do this a bit differently. So what if we do 2 lines? We'll have 2 lines running this way, and we'll have... oh, instead of doing this, let's make it a bit prettier. And instead say here, here, and it's not needed over here, but just to make it look symmetrical. Because then we can have 1 wire running in right here, or pretty much running up this way, and like that. We'll have 1 running straight over here. Can go right there, and the last one will just go around this way. So that will hook up here, that will hook up right here. You can go away. This one will go in right here, and the last one we can just do it like straight across this way, like that. And then we're quite close to be able to hook it all up. I just want to make sure we do it at the same time everywhere, just for the coolness effect. So let's go this way, please. Actually, don't need us to do, oops, do that split, but there we, oh, let's get your way. Get 1 more. So right there. You'll go to right There, and the last one, please. So now we're just 8 builds away from hooking all of this up and getting our, what's it called, things flowing. Let's just get the rest delivered before we do anything. Since we do have enough in the system, we just kind of need the robots to get here and deliver it. Oh, look at that. They're flowing in at a nice steady speed. Oh, God, guys, I love hooking things up like this and watching it go. And hopefully I haven't made any mistakes. I don't think I have. So let's try and hook this up and see if we get what we need. And see how many mistakes I've made. Hopefully none. And here we go. Here we go. Don't know if we need fast inserters for... Oh, it seems it's able to keep up, so that shouldn't be an issue. Flowing down, making these. That can then be requested by our entire setup. I wonder how far down they get on this line. Probably not all the way down. We'll probably have to upgrade to red belts. But so far it's looking quite good. And look at that flow, guys. That is looking very nice. Yeah, that's definitely not going all the way down. But this should go about the same way down. So here we are, producing a ton of logic controllers. And then we have pretty much everything we had up here set up again. So we should be able to tear down most of this now. Oh, but look at that. That looks beautiful. Here comes some more wire. Wonder why it only brought in what's called 1000. Don't we have any more wire being produced over here? Let's see. Or is wire gonna be an issue? Yeah, I think a wire is gonna be an issue from right here. We might have to make an entire cell dedicated to those. And yeah, that is most definitely what we need to do. We can't supply all we need here at the moment. And hopefully as soon as all this fills up, it will start to level out. But for now, we're at least getting some of what we need. And if we look over here, we should be producing these. Why aren't the steel gears coming in yet? Don't we have them here? Oh, we do have steel gears, but we are not requesting any. Is that correct? No, we are. Lubricant. Oh, the lubricant is not in yet. Why is that? Oh, it's only a 45k. That's because we're not getting any heavy oil. We're not getting any heavy oil because we are stuck missing that. That's because this one is full. So if we just activate this one, that should start to burn off some of the petroleum and fill up the liquid plastic. Which we actually should have started, what is it? 5 episodes ago, if that can even do it. So let's go up there and activate our liquid plastic, and that should kick start the rest of our entire base. So right here, might have to add in a few more, but there we are. So this is like, what is that, the 4th new thing we're starting this episode, or 3rd or something like that. And now we can just expand this up, adding in more of these. And I think I want to, because this is definitely not going to fill up those pipes. We don't even have I thought we requested petroleum in. Or do we just want to take that from up here? Just plastic out. So we haven't even hooked up petroleum. Wow, this is such a fail. So there we go. Let's hook this up and let's find ourselves some petroleum. We can take it from right here, it seems. what if we just take it down this way? Just hook it up here for now. Also probably have done it somewhere else, but this will be fine for now. So let's see here. So let's restart all our plastic. If it's all hooked up. It's most definitely isn't. What will look cool? This should look somewhat good. So let's do this instead. Where is it? Right here? It's right here, it seems, to there. So let's try this, try that, get you away and get you away. There we are. Now we are producing plastic. And we're using some petroleum. Let's expand this up quite a bit. Now we have to move this over 1. Just to make sure that we can expand this upwards. So let's just do that quickly. And get the other one out of the way. Let's get you away, and you away, and you away. And then let's expand this a bit. And I have no idea if this is producing enough plastic for us, or we have enough input to support all of this. Is that correct? I think it is. So say 1, 2, 3. We should be able to do the same over here. There we go. And I have no idea if we can support all of this through the pipes we're using at the moment. But we will find out in a minute if we have enough inputs. So get in some of those. That is activating. We are using all of these again to produce all the things we need. These are running. These are of course not running since we are still missing the heavy oil elsewhere in the system. So I think this is looking extremely good. I think this is the last thing we'll build this episode. So what I want to do next episode, just to discuss what I have planned somewhat, is do a solar power cell. I can't do the accumulators yet. I'm missing a few things, but we are quite close. But I can at least produce a normal solar panel. Or I can wait until I have the advanced circuits, and advanced circuits are pretty much just lacking this into plastic. And gold, did we ever set that up? We are crushing gold. We're not melting gold yet, so we might set up a gold melting area so we can get this that goes into this, and then we can get what's called the advanced circuits. So we are extremely close to that, and it seems the setup will be the same as right here, just with gold and plastic instead of copper and glass. So we might actually be able to do this setup just with... We could actually do this entire setup. Just change... Oh, should we do that, guys? Pretty much copy this entire one. Change this out into gold, and... Now we need fluids for some of that, I think. No, plastic in. Oh well, we will figure it out. I was definitely wrong in the way I explained it. So yeah. But anyway, I will end the episode here. So thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, please like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.